everybody from
Good
Anaheim,
morning.
California.
Mhm.
Is it Disneyland or Disney World? Disney.
That's Disneyland in California, World
All
in
right.
Florida.
Well, we're broadcasting from Disneyland today, just blocks away from our Anaheim convention here in Southern California. And we have been having some powerful, powerful conversations. I'm super excited about this big event last night. Darnell Self and Brian Carruthers rocked the stage. There were hundreds of people at the networking event last night, and switch my camera. Hundreds of people at the networking event last night, and then the presentation and the networking afterwards. That buzz is just amazing. People from all over the country came in, and it's exciting. Team Franco and Decine is representing. Um, we got Team Kirtan, the Randolph Power team is represented. The Bell Power team is represented as well. And the vision is to have you all want to visualize having team members in every region. You've got agents, associates in every region throughout the United States and Canada, all plugging in. You got a diverse business. And so, how does that happen? How do you end up with team members all over the United States and Canada? There's a concept in our strategy, in our playbook called triangulating. Triangulating. Um, that my mentor, Jeff Olson, one of my mentors, taught me. Triangulating is when you pick three major markets. And when I say a major market, this is an area that has their own Super Saturday every month. So that would be a different market. So Texas is so big, it has more than one market. They might have a Houston Super Saturday. They might have a Dallas Super Saturday. So those are two separate markets in the same state that have a Super Saturday. California is so big, they have more than one market. You've got Northern California, where I am, where we typically have the Super Saturday in San Jose, California, or San Francisco. Sometimes it's in Sacramento. At some point, we'll have both. Um, the Sacramento will have its own at some point as we grow. But those are two different markets in California based on the Super Saturday event. So triangulating is when you choose three additional markets, three Super Saturday markets, where you're going to target your business every month. So, and as a part of your rhythm, your routine, you're constantly looking for people in those markets. So you might choose um, a market where you want to be able to spend more time, like Hawaii, right? Who would love to have a big team in Hawaii and get paid to go to Hawaii instead of paying to go to Hawaii and have the tax benefits and have the residual income. So that's one way you could choose a market is somewhere you want to spend more time. Orlando is a major market in Florida. Um, you may choose a market based on, I would definitely recommend if you have a network in certain markets that you choose one of those markets where you already have a network of people. So you can own the room in that Super Saturday. We call it owning real estate in the room. Every chair in a Super Saturday room in an event, every chair represents your real estate. Every chair that you have a team member or a guest in represents how much real estate you own in that room. And so the name of the game in this business is to own your fair share of real estate in every room. where we have events, weekly, monthly, um, and quarterly events. So, but the other place, the other strategic way to build is to choose your three Super Saturday markets. Is where do you know there's already a strong leader that, man, if I just get people in that environment, the environment is going to take care of my business for me. So, for example, um, three of my Super Saturday markets that are my primary focus, I already have. I have a core leader on our team there because I know if I grow that, get more real estate in that room, that we have somebody from one of our power team leaders, so they're going to get taught our system. So my three core markets outside of Northern California, my top three core markets are the DC, Maryland area, where we got power team leaders, Amadi Boone, Michael Bailey, and our crew out there. We have Houston, Texas, with power team leader Pam Carnes, and Kansas City, Missouri, with power team leaders Letitia Randolph. So those are three of my Super Saturday markets that I target on a regular basis. And when you get to the point where you can start actually traveling to those markets, you put them in rotation, like on a tour. Like, okay, do I go to these markets at least once a year? Do I go to these markets at least twice a year? Do I go to these markets once a quarter? And that's when it gets really fun and it really starts to grow because your team members out there don't normally get to see you in person. And you get to go serve the market, pour in, build those relationships. And it's kind of like being on tour, like a musician, like an artist on tour, and continue to grow that base. So what does that look like practically? When you are building a core market, your Super Saturday market, and triangulating, you start to think strategically. It's the same baseball diamond that we're leading people around: first base, video or tool; second base, three-way intro; third base, live event; home plate, game plan checklist. The only thing that's different is you're being strategic about, in addition to your local 2 to 5 a day, and you want to write this down, what I'm about to say. Your local 2 to 5 per day grows your local weekly event. My local 2 to 5 a day grows my local weekly event. Everybody say that out loud. My local 2 to 5 a day
My
My
local, two to
local
five a
2 to 5 a
day.
day
My local 2 to 5 a day grows
grows
local weekly event.
my local weekly event.
grows
Grows
my
my
local
local
weekly
weekly event. Event.
My long distance um, my long distance uh, prospects grow my
My
long distance events.
My
my
long
long
distance
distance
prospect
prospects grows
grows
my
my
long
long
distance
distance
event.
event.
Yes. So if you wanted to implement a similar system as the 2 to 5 a day journal, you could get three more journals representing your three Super Saturday markets and keep a list of prospects and team members in those Super Saturday markets so that every month you have a list of people that you're promoting that Super Saturday to. Are y'all seeing this practical, simple system for wealth building? So couple keys to growing your three long distance markets, your three Super Saturday markets that you target outside of your home market. Well, number one, you want to know who are the market leaders there who run the events. and build a relationship with them. Get to know who they are, let them know who you are. Um, be a good three-way expert. One of the best ways you can add value to other people in this business who you would like to support you when you're not present in those markets is to be a good three-way call expert. Practice the three-way call expert outline because everybody's always looking for more three-way experts. So I let my market leaders know, hey, if you ever need a three-way expert or you ever have anybody in my market in Sacramento that I can assist you with, I'll make sure they're well taken care of for you. And so, and they do the same thing for me. That way, I don't have to physically be in those three long distance markets in order for me to know that my people are going to be well taken care of, not just the normal. They're going to get the VIP treatment. Oh, you're working with Coach Farbell. Oh, you couldn't be in a better place. Here, let me make sure you got your seat. Just that kind of, just those little things, nothing major. But so the second thing is you want to know when the Super Saturdays are in your three core markets so that you can promote them in advance. I always kick myself, if you will, when I wait to the last minute to check when that Super Saturday is in the market. And instead of being strategic and promoting it, 4 to 6 weeks in advance to have way more people invited, it's the last minute, 2, 3 days beforehand. Oh, it crept up on me. And I could have had more people invited to the event. Notice when I say invited, I'm talking about the activity part, the part that I can control, the part that you can control. And we know if we invite more people will show up. So we don't just have to invite. Remember the 5 secrets of a master promoter. We're not just inviting a few people and hoping they all show up. We don't do hope as a strategy. We are inviting a ton of people, large group of people, knowing that a percentage of them will show up. That's the shift of a master promoter. So we're promoting not only our local Super Saturday, but when you're ready, you start promoting your three core markets, your three Super Saturday markets as well. Another tip, in learning who the market leaders are, they usually have a Facebook page. Every state usually has a Facebook page. If you didn't know that, there's a Facebook page for the region. So know who the regional vice presidents are for those three Super Saturday markets that you're building, and find out is there a Facebook page or a Facebook community or a chat group where they're constantly promoting the events happening in that particular market. And so now you can join those groups and be aware of all the events happening. So when people pop up or prospects pop up on your list for that market, boom, you already know where to check to see where you're inviting them to. You've got a relationship with the event holders, and it's just three. It's just three. So, coach, wait a minute. So, how am I going to end up with a team all over the United States and Canada if I'm only focusing on three core markets, Super Saturday markets outside of my home market? I'm so glad you asked. Is my volume? How's my volume? Is it good? Y'all don't hear the traffic around me, do you?
No, you're
Okay,
good.
good. These beats are doing me right today. Okay, so I think I need some new ones. I cracked it. So here's how. It's not just you finding your three core markets. Guess what your team's gonna do when they come on board? They're gonna find their three core markets, including their home markets. And then those people, those team members are going to find their three core markets. And then other people are going to find their three core markets. And they're not going to be the same. Some people have family in a specific city or state. So that's going to be their natural core, one of their Super Saturday markets. But as you do this and model this and make it fun and make it simple and talk about it to your team and recognize it, guess what? Your team is going to duplicate and their team is going to duplicate. And next thing you know, you look up and you're like, whoa, how did my team get into all the states and provinces? And I've never even been to most of those states and provinces before. It's the most fantastic thing ever, family. And guess what you're doing when people join in those cities and states? You plug them into the weekly Thursday night core training. So all of your franchisees, if you will, we talked about this the other day. We're in the franchise mindset. We're in the franchising business in the B quadrant. If you haven't read Cash Flow Quadrant, listen to the audiobook Cash Flow Quadrant on YouTube, or get the audiobook from Audible or wherever you get it, by Robert Kiyosaki. His second book in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series is called Cash Flow Quadrant, the guide to financial freedom. And he breaks down, we're not building an S quadrant small business, we're building a B quadrant big business, which is takes a franchise mindset to build a B quadrant business that sets you free. So as we are doing this, it's like your Team Platinum franchisees all over the United States and Canada are starting to all plug in and get the same standard trainings on Thursday nights, where they're mastering the core system and they're applying those principles in their local area. So now they're all filling out their local 2 to 5 a day performance club journal, no matter what. They're growing their local weekly events in their cities, just like you're growing your local weekly event in your city. And then they start to target their 3 Super Saturday markets, just like you're targeting your 3 Super Saturday markets. And here you are, still building a part-time, multi-million-dollar business with 10 to 15 hours a week. Somebody talk to me. Tell me what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're feeling.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
What's clicking?
Just being able to really carve out a full system that not only fuels you, but your team in a way that really truly gives freedom, not only financially, but I can think about the capacity, the more time in the day. Yeah, there's so many layers to it, but yeah.
Yes, indeed. Let everybody know your name, city, and state, and that you're representing the Bell Power team.
My name is Yamani Smith Morrell. Friends call me Cali. I'm in Sacramento, California. And yeah, representing the Bell team.
And then we say, I am an executive director and I am an executive director maker.
I am an executive director and I am an executive director maker.
Everybody unmute. Make some noise for Cali. Woo
Welcome. Great job.
Welcome, executive director maker. Good morning, everyone.
Shout out to Maker.
Who's next? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you hearing? What are you taking away
Coach
from
Bell. Me. Good morning, everyone.
Great morning.
Oh, me, Eva Teresa. Good morning from Anaheim.
Anaheim in the house.
Yeah. So what I heard, what I see greatness. I see a lot of harvest for the new season coming on. It will be the fall. It is the season to have some great fruit from our work. But what you just shared, Coach Bell, yesterday I welcomed my first senior manager, the first senior manager in my team. Not because she is active, but she recruit a powerful people. Now her team is, there is a momentum for her team. And we had a new manager, a new senior associate. I was coaching the new senior associate on the dashboard. And when we saw the calendar event, I explained him. He can put his zip code. He will see all the event in his area. And after that, I have something in my mind. I could promote the event better. I am not good at that. And you just share that. You just share the way, the tips to do so. And you already know my team is all around the United States and Canada. It can be better if I promote better the event in other area. For example, I don't have anyone here in Sacramento, but I have a lot of people in Florida, New York, Boston. Thank you so much, Coach Bell. And when I do that, or at least promote the three major area, I will have them do the same. I already see how it will be interesting for my team. Thank you.
Everybody, let everybody know who you are.
Oh, yeah. I am Natasha Dassine, San Jose, California, Executive Director in Twimouth, Executive Director Maker.
And representing the Franco Dassine Power Team. Everybody make some noise for Platinum, Natasha Dassine. Whoop,
All
whoop.
right, Natasha.
Yes,
Woo,
Natasha.
all right.
Go,
Right
Go,
to
Natasha.
it
Natasha.
done.
And yes, as busy as she was, she followed the system so well. She went executive director in her first 90 days, just like it says in step number 9, how to go executive director in 30 to 90 days. She believed it, focused on it, and made it happen. Who's next? What are you seeing? What are you feeling?
Hey,
What are you taking
Coach.
away from this? Yes,
Hey,
sir,
Coach.
Pat.
Dr. Wiggins out of Kansas City, Missouri, by way of Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm executive director. I'm executive director maker out of the Letitia Randolph Power Team. Um, what I heard as you was teaching is taking the lid off, taking the lid off. In other words, expanding beyond the local market into starting with the 3 area markets that maybe I want to visit or I know have a strong Super Saturday event going on. And then it also reminds me of the scripture that Jabez prayed:
That you
enlarge
would
my
bless me indeed.
territory. Bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. And the reason that he prayed that is because his influence is greater than what was there. So he says, enlarge my territory because what I have to give, what I have inside of me is greater than just this local area right here. So what I'm hearing is take the lid off because what we have is valuable. What we have is great. What we have is greater than what we can even imagine. And so when we're obedient to this, when we are walking in obedience, the sky's the limit. The sky is the
Ooh.
limit. The
Dr. Wiggins,
sky
guess,
is the limit. Yes, sir.
guess who taught me the prayer of Jabez?
Who was that?
Our founder of Legal Shield,
Wow.
Harlan Stone Cipher,
Wow.
and promoted the book from the convention that was written about it, The Prayer of Jabez,
Yeah,
and
man.
had all of us at like 10,000 of us at a conference praying the prayer of Jabez together. Isn't that powerful?
Yeah.
I got chills just having a flashback.
Yeah, man.
Everybody unmute. Make some noise for next platinum executive director, Dr. Floyd Wiggins. Whoop, whoop.
Woo, woo. All
Exactly.
right,
Dr.
Dr.
Wiggins.
Yes.
Woo, woo.
Woo. That's
That was
it.
powerful.
Who else? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you taking away from this? Don't wait for anybody else.
Great morning, great morning, great morning. Eva Freco, hailing from Anaheim, California on today, but from Oakland, California. I'm an executive director and executive director maker. Being an event promoter, getting better at event promotion, I would say is the greatest takeaway. In a matter of 3 days and talking to team and promoting the Anaheim event, I got 16 members here with me. So what greater thing could we be able to do with actually being able to promote it 4 to 6 weeks in advance? And so just being able to say, hey, this is what we were able to do in like literally 3 days, to get people to Anaheim, to be able to talk to them and see, hey, do you want to go to Anaheim first and foremost? Are you willing? Right? Do you have a desire to go? Okay, what's keeping you from going to Anaheim? If we're able to find a solution to that problem, are do I have your um, permission and confirmation that you'll be in Anaheim? And so when we were able to kind of sit down and talk and just basically go through the uh, the problem, find the solutions, and being able to get here to Anaheim, that's all that, being able to talk to your team, communicate with the team, again, promote the events, but also being able to connect and know exactly and get the recommitment, the commitment, and then also getting into launching the activity. So of course it ties into the PAVE where excuse me, where we're just focusing on, the promotion of the events. And for me, just being able to step in and be able to tap back into the vision, tap back into the event. And then, of course, that leads into the activity. And so just being able to, for you, coach, just to say, the 5 keys of the event promotion, while we were on our bus headed to Anaheim, Teresa and I were listening to the interview with Darnell Self. So we were just hyped and just focused to tap into the next level, which is the influencer. We have one of Teresa's new associates that's here for her very first time at an event. We often were like, yeah, in Baltimore, you were by yourself, but now the next event, you're bringing someone. So just basically each one, reach one, teach one. So we're excited, excited, excited. And let's go, let's go, let's go. Platinum, nothing less. Let's go.
Everybody make some noise for next Platinum Executive Director, Miss Eva Franco. Woo woo!
Woo,
Yes.
woo.
Let's
Yes,
go,
Eva
Eva.
Franklin.
congratulations. Advance.
She said two major things. She said a lot of major things, but two of them not to miss. Number one, always start with the dream. Remember the 5 secrets to a master promoter. Before you ask somebody, do they want to go to the event? You got to package it first in their dream. Y'all hear this? You got to package it first in their dream. Our formula, 3 words in our whole game plan: dream, commit, launch. Dream, commit, launch. Whenever you need to remember what to do, dream, commit, launch. Those 3 words: dream, commit, launch, in that order. What does that mean? Revisit the dream. That's the vision and PAVE. The V in PAVE is vision. What's the dream? What do you really, really want? And why do you want that? Right? Every conversation should start with that before asking yourself to do any activity, which is a commitment. Before asking yourself to show up to an event, remember what you want and why you want it. And this event is a part of the plan. Write this down. Everybody say this out loud. The event is a part of the freedom plan
The
The
event
event
is
is
part
part
of the
of the
Freedom
Freedom
Plan
Plan
to get you what you said you want.
to get
to
you
get
what you
you
said
what
you
you
want.
said you want.
That is the most important phrase before promoting an event. That it's not just some random thing to do. Yes, it's fun. Yes, it's profitable. Yes, it's the best training they're going to get. Yes, that's where the relationships get built. Yes, that's the glue that holds everything together. Yes, yes, yes. But most importantly, it's the way to get what they said they want. They're not going to have freedom without growing the events, period. They're not going to have freedom in this business without growing the events. And they are going to have freedom by growing the events. They are going to get what they want by growing the events. So make sure you never ask for a commitment before connecting it to their dream. That's the phrase. Say that out. Say that out loud. Never ask for a commitment without connecting before connecting it to their dream.
Never ask
Never
for a
ask for a
For
commitment
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 before
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 connecting it to their
connecting it
connecting
to
it
dream.
to
their
their
dream.
dream.
Boom. Now, once you do that, Ms. Franco gave some tips. She says, all right, do you know about this event coming up? Now that we've established that this big event is connected to your dream, well, obviously you know about it. And then what would stop you from getting there? It's not even do you want to go. It's you as a coach. If you hire a personal trainer, We got to be more like personal trainers for people. If you hire a personal trainer, are they gonna and they because you're hiring them to achieve a result, right? And you're hiring them for accountability and to keep you on track, right? So, does your trainer say, do you want to go work out today?
No, they do not.
No, let's
No.
go.
No.
That's not a good trainer if they're asking you if you want to do the thing you hired them to do. Would you agree?
Yes.
So, so as a master promoter and as a leader, our job is they might feel wishy-washy sometimes, but we got to be like a personal trainer. We cannot be wishy-washy just because we cannot be wishy-washy about their dreams just because they get wishy-washy about their dream. Who is the person in their life that's going to keep them to what they want, to protect them from themselves, their own emotions, their own fears, their own distractions? Somebody's got to be that constant voice that says, I know you're going through something. I know, but listen, this is what we talked about this in your game plan. Remember, we talked about this in your game plan. You told me this was your dream, and this is the commitment that we made to each other to keep you on track for your dream. So yes, you're going through some things, but we still have to stay on track. And that's why it's important that you listen to GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. When Eric Worre says in the game plan, you want to ask them, let them know what, when you get off track, do I have permission to keep you on track? Ask them from the beginning. Have a dream conversation. When you talk about their dream, ask them, do I have permission to keep you on track when you get off track? It's not even if they get off track. This is life, right? This is real life. When you get off track, do I have permission to remind you of your dream? What do you want me to say to you, Callie, when you get off track from your dream? What do I have permission to say? What do I have permission to remind you? What do you want me to do when you're not responding to my calls? You know, and get that agreement up front. This dream commit launch conversation, this game plan conversation, is a partnership agreement. It's a partnership. You're saying, look, I'm willing to be like a personal trainer for you and be your partner in that regard, your workout partner. And I need permission from you to help keep you on track. And let's keep each other on track furthermore. Who else? What are you taking away from this?
I'll go, Coach. This is
Yes,
Laverne
ma'am.
Moore out of Missouri City, Texas. I'm on the Pam Carnes team. I'm an executive director. I am an executive director maker. This is so awesome. From the beginning to my 2 to 5 a day, I'm building that into my local market. So that was a great reminder. I need to do 2 to 5 a day in my other market because I have relatives actually in California that I did invite to that event, which I should have put them in a 3-way chat with you so that they could have been more accountable to you. That was a reminder as opposed to me, because he'll only answer me every now and then. But thank you for that. Now I know it even better. And then the personal trainer. You know, a lot of times it's funny. We only say personal trainers when it comes to working out our bodies, but if we sit in front of a TV or on Twitter, those things are personal trainers because those things are training us and being a distraction away from the things that we want. So I love this analogy of being a personal trainer because when I'm talking to people that I'm coaching, I can use that as an example of let me be your personal trainer. And then that way it holds me accountable to do what I need to do for them. So thank you for this so much. I love just Eva's whole thing. Thank you, Eva. Just thank this team. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Everybody make some noise for executive maker, Miss Laverne Moore. Woo! I know
Woo,
she ready.
woo.
All
Yes,
right,
Laverne.
Laverne, let's
Laverne
go.
Moore.
Yes.
Yes,
Go. Let's
indeed.
What a
go.
powerful message.
No, she didn't just say that I let the TV become my personal trainer, distracting me from my goals. I'm turning off that TV and picking up my PD, personal development. Come on, somebody. Wow, who else? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you taking away from this morning?
It's making me, this is Deidre Glover, Houston, Texas, executive director, maker. I am an executive director and I am an executive director maker. It's really making me think about, I kind of fleetingly thought about family members. I actually did look them up. I have family members in California. I'm not close with them. And I started looking them up when I first found out about Anaheim, and it just kind of got away from me. But I have family members in California, and I need to reach out to them. I need to find a way to find them. All of the people that know them, um, I I'm not close with. So I need to. It's making me want to find my people in California. I have family members in Kansas as well, and I'm not close with them. So I'm going to look those people up, and so that I can have someone in different cities. It's making me really think about that, and that's one of the things I'm taking away. I wrote several sheets, but I'm taking that one thing away. Thank you.
That's so good. Y'all hear her vision is expanding. The vision, who else? Your vision starting to expand. You're starting to see a bigger picture, more opportunity, more abundance, more harvest. Let's unmute, make some noise for Miss Deidre Glover. Woo,
Thank
woo.
you.
Woo,
All
woo.
right,
Deidre.
Deidre, let's go.
Thank you.
Got to be a better inviter.
And you know what? And Miss Laverne Moore, she said, "Man, if I at least invited them, but what if I invite them 4 to 6 weeks earlier?" Here's the great news: it's not too late because there are weekly events going on. I'm going to put the Southern California link. Liz LaQ is the regional vice president for Southern California, and she has a one-stop shop page with all the Southern California events on one link. Would anybody like access to that link?
Yes,
So you
please.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's a SoCal, SOCAL Facebook group where you can see all the upcoming events as well. And you can find all that through the link. I'll post it in our Miracle Morning chat. And then Miss Glover talking about the events, just thinking about, wow, how do I find, now I want to find more people in California. I want to connect with my people there. This is where relationship building comes in. In the beginning of the game plan on page 2, it talks about forming a relationship. FORM is an acronym. How do you build a relationship with somebody you don't have a relationship with? Well, get to know each other's F, which stands for family. Tell me about your family. What's happening? I'll tell you about mine. Oh, occupational journey. What's been your career path? What kind of work have you done over the years? This is what I've done over the years. Recreation. What would you love to do more of for fun? Or what do you enjoy doing or would love to do more of for fun? Here's what I would enjoy doing more of. I want to be able to travel more. I love doing this and that. How about you? And then M is for motivation. What really motivates you? One of my favorite questions is, it sounds like you've accomplished a lot in your life, but what's next? So what's next for you? So what's next for you? What's the next chapter? And that gets people to start to dream. Well, you'll figure out those 5-10% who already have a dream in mind, and the other 90 to 95%, you're sparking them to dream again by asking them that. So what's next for you? What's next for you in life? Like, what's the next chapter? What's this next season? If you could live the way you wanted to live, if all jobs paid the same, what would you be doing? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? If you had more time, what would you do with it? That's that motivation conversation. That's just building rapport. That has nothing to do with this business. That's just forming relationships. And the better you get at forming relationships every week, guess what? You're going to end up with a lot more quality relationships. So when somebody is if the relationship is cold, warm it up by forming a relationship. Warm it by forming it. Form a relationship and warm up that relationship. So that's major. So watch this. When you, as a master promoter, with your 3 core markets, you start becoming really creative. Like, hey, wait, what if my core market is Southern California, how can I find more people and connect with more people in Southern California? If you listen to the power training, the 10 core power training in our leadership library. So in our resources tab, when you click goal achievement on the main menu in the resources tab, it says leadership. And in that leadership library, one of them is called the power training. And if you heard it enough times and studied it, you know what I mean by Germany, the Germany playbook. And if you don't know what I mean by Germany, you haven't listened to the power training enough with Jeff Olson, who taught me this whole system. This whole system I was taught by Jeff Olson and Eric Ward. Well, Jeff taught me the system primarily, the core system, and Eric taught me the 7 skills of a professional. And so Jeff Olson ended up with one of the largest organizations in the history of network marketing in Europe because of the Germany play. And I'm not going to give it away. I want y'all to go listen to it again. But he had his whole team saying when Germany was about to open up, and most of the company was just sitting around waiting for it to open up. You know, maybe one day we're going to be able to we'll build into Germany once things are set up. He's like, no, this is our chance to own that market. And he chose to focus himself and his whole team, everybody he spoke to. Who do you know in Germany? Who do you know connected to somebody in Germany? Where can we find Germans? Oh, wait, BMW is a Germany-based company. Some people started hanging out at BMW dealerships. They didn't have social media back then, y'all.
The Chinese
Somebody's not on mute. Let's see who's not muted. Um, so they didn't have social media back then. Today, it's so easy to connect with people. You can go into LinkedIn and literally people go to LinkedIn. If you don't have LinkedIn or don't know about LinkedIn, it's the social media networking group for professionals and job seekers and job providers. It's like a professional networking event online, networking group online. And so you can literally go onto LinkedIn, click on groups. You can set up a free account, click on groups, and then type in Los Angeles or Southern California, whatever the major city is where your Super Saturday market is. And you can join those groups and just start connecting with people in your 3 Super Saturday markets. Y'all see how easy this is? And then like people's posts, comment on people's posts, form relationships, FORM, form the relationships. Now watch this. You can do the same thing in Facebook. You can go to Facebook, click and type in that major city where your Super Saturday is or the state, and boom, you can start joining those groups, especially the major city, because then you're going to reach people more on that local level. And then you can start forming a relationship and inviting them to the networking event, especially if you're using your influence to get people to set up a networking event the way I teach it, the way we teach it on Team Platinum. Then it's a real networking opportunity for them to come promote what they do and then learn a little bit about what we do so we can all refer business to each other. Now, instead of inviting people to see your product or your opportunity, you're inviting them to come network, which they're already looking for. If there are a professional or a small business owner who attends networking events regularly, they're already looking for another place to come network and get the word out and get more exposure. So y'all see how fun this can get? Like it's a game, it's a sport. And it's so fun and it's so simple. But these simple little things with consistency and creativity and being strategic, this is how you end up owning the real estate in the room. And people are like, what? How in the world did you do that? How do you have a team all over the country and you're just being strategic with the same daily, weekly, monthly, annual rhythm that we teach on Thursday nights? People only hear the surface level of those 4 things, those 4 rhythms. But when it's taught and broken down the way we're breaking it down, your eyes start to open and you get the revelation behind what we teach on Thursday night, not just on the surface level. And now you're literally building a multi-million-dollar empire across the country. This is how I make 12 to 15,000 a month, working about 15 hours a week. And if I want to double my time, I can. If I want to enjoy my time, hang out and work, like I don't have my son until Friday. I'll probably be in Southern California until Friday. I'm gonna probably pop into San Diego, do the Tuesday night presentation in San Diego. I spoke to the speaker here last night. So if I do end up in San Diego, I'm gonna be the guest speaker. I'm gonna have somebody speak at my Sacramento event while I'm here, and boom, I'll be working from the beach this week and building my Southern California list and finishing the book while I'm out here by the beach, right? That's the freedom that comes from this simple little 2 to 5 a day. Bring them to the weekly event, bring them to the Thursday night core training, get them to the Super Saturday, bring them to the big event, repeat. And then all of a sudden you got you doing it, then 2 of you, then 5 of you in your city, then another city, another city. And you can do all that from the comfort of your phone. All right, come on. Who else? Who else? If you got to go, you can go. But I got to get 10 more minutes. Who else? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you taking away from this morning? Y'all done left the state already, huh? Y'all so busy triangulating. Who hasn't shared yet? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you taking away from this?
Baltimore.
Great morning, Coach.
Great morning, Miss Wright.
Teresa Wright, Sacramento, California. Maker. I am very excited because in Baltimore I had nobody. Now I have somebody here with me at a big event that last minute said yes. And she was actually at a Super Saturday a couple weeks ago with Liz LaQ. And yes, so just consistency, persistency, and the team. It's really the team that encourages you, helps you get over the obstacles or the challenges you have when you can't get over them yourself sometimes too as well. So I thank you all here. Yes, I am really excited because I'm going ED. So
Come on with
I'm
it. And you see it, don't you? You see it happening, don't you? I think your signal might be going in and out.
hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I said I'll be an executive director by December 31st or before.
Come on with it. I got a challenge for you. Make it before Tuesday, December the 16th. That's when our team is going diamond.
Okay, Tuesday, December 16th. Got it.
Yes, indeed. That way it's before the holidays, all the hustle and bustle of the holidays. And you going executive by then also helps your power team go platinum executive director by then, which helps us go diamond by then. And then I'm pulling you up to platinum and diamond right after that. Deal?
Woo-hoo.
Let's go. Everybody unmute, make some noise for Miss Teresa Wright. Woo, woo.
Woo, that's right.
Way to go, Teresa.
Woo.
Love the way to go, Teresa.
Y'all, they out here having fun. I think they went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles together, Team Franco, last night. Is that where y'all went?
Yes, that's where we went.
They're out here having a good old time. Y'all, are we allowed to have this much fun?
One more thing, Coach. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
take it away.
Katoa last night.
We were with Miss Katoa last night.
Wow.
First time I've met her. But yeah, it's just the environment too, the people around you as well. And to not let our challenges overcome us either. Figure out a way to overcome them. So
isn't it
yes.
fun? Don't the events? It's the
really
events
fun.
around the events sometimes are more powerful than the actual event, and that's what people don't see all the time. That the events around the events, the relationships, the conversations that happen, You know, the nugget. Sometimes the best tip you get is before the event starts, talking to somebody in the hallway or after the event is over, hanging out in the lobby, you know, at the restaurant. You know, and the thing you needed the most is always at the event. Somebody's got what you need. It might have been somebody you needed to meet, something you needed to hear, something you needed to see, something you needed to be reminded of, a feeling that you needed to receive. Sometimes it's a hug that you got and that connectivity. I mean, you don't know what it is that you're going to get, but always come to the event with the expectation that it's going to be something. We have an acronym that we use to get ready for an event. RATE. Rate yourself on how ready you are for the big event. R stands for registration. Make sure you got your registration in advance. Your team members have their registration in advance. A, accommodations. Make sure you got your hotel accommodations or sleeping accommodations, and your team members have theirs as early as possible. T, transportation. Make sure that the transportation plan is in place. Eva Franco's problem solving. Like, hey, you're gonna fly, you're not able to fly, you don't want to fly. Hey, guess what? There's a train, there's planes, there's automobiles. What we're doing? We need some skateboards, some scooters. We're organizing this transportation. Become like a travel agent for your team. You know, don't just send them to do it. Let's do it together, as Jim Rohn teaches. And then E stands for expectation. Always make sure people come, you and your team members come with an expectation. I'm going to receive what I need from this event. And I'm going to this next level coming out of this event. So I'm coming into the event expecting to learn this particular skill that I know is going to help me get to my next level. I'm expecting to get this amount of encouragement in this particular area because this is where I need encouragement or I need more clarity. So you come into the event knowing where you want to go coming out of the event, and you get crystal clear on what you're going to take from the event, and you make sure you don't leave without it. Woo! Who else? What are you taking away from this morning? Ms. Jefferson, are you able to share?
Yes, I am. This is Ellen Jefferson in Washington, D.C., representing the Boone Bailey team. I am an executive director and an executive director maker. Wow, there's just so much to take in. I don't know where to start, but the two words that popped into my mind were exponential growth. You know, that's what I'm taking away from this. And we're in the people business, and so we have to cultivate those relationships. I think Miss Glover said she had relatives in California. Was it Miss Glover? And she
Yes.
didn't. Yes, I too have relatives in California. They're distant relatives, cousins, third cousins or something, and I know of them. But this will be the impetus for me to reach out to them or to cultivate relationships first, and then, talk about obtaining freedom and creating the lifestyle that they desire. I also know about 3 or 4 people in Houston. So this is really, my mind is just ruminating with ideas, and it's forcing me to go out of my comfort zone because, I too have introverted tendencies. I have the gift of gab, but I tend not to, reach out to people if I don't feel comfortable, and it's going to catapult me to the next level of my engagement. So this is powerful. Thank you, Coach, and thank you to all the team members. I mean, you all have left so many nuggets. I was sitting here hesitating, where do I start? I mean, I just don't want to go on and on, but there's so much to work with here. Thank you so much.
It's so simple but so rich, isn't it? Everybody unmute. Make some noise for next executive director, Miss Ellen Jefferson. Woo woo.
All right, Miss Ellen. All right.
That's right, Miss
All
Jefferson.
right, let's go.
Miss Jefferson.
I want to say something a little sensitive right now. Have you ever had somebody pass away in your family or in your life and went, man, I wish I'd have reached out to that person more, or I wish I
Yeah,
had more time with that person, or I wish
yeah.
I had done a better job staying in touch?
Yes.
Don't you
Yep.
ever think,
Definitely.
don't ever think that you're not doing a good thing by reaching out to people. And don't ever feel bad that it's expanding your vision and pursuing your dream that caused you to reach out to that person. Because sometimes if we're not careful, we can go, oh man, they're going to feel like the only reason why I'm reaching out to them is to get something from them, blah, 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 blah. Well, no, no, no. First of all, I'm reaching out to give something to them.
Mm.
Um, and more importantly than that, whether or not we ever do business or not, if this is what gave me the reason to reconnect and form that relationship, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And and furthermore, don't you ever feel guilty, because if that guilt ever creeps in, like, man, you know, I didn't reach out to them until my dream. I started pursuing my dream or my goal of my business. Well, don't forget, they didn't reach out to you either. So at least you found a reason to connect.
Mm.
And so, and here's what I want to tell y'all about this. There are so many
There's
people
no
that I
wash
have
cloth.
there's so many people I have reconnected with and restored the relationship with. We don't talk about the business. They didn't join. They're not a part of the business. Or maybe they did join and they're no longer a part of the business. But guess what? The relationship is restored. We have a relationship outside of the business that would not have happened had I not been pursuing my business goals and found a reason to reach out to them. So I don't know
Yeah.
who that was for today, but be encouraged, be empowered that if it took your dream, and it's not just your business, never reduce what you're doing down to just a business. This is your dream. You're pursuing your dream. And part of your dream and part of your desire is to do a better job at staying in touch with people. That's one of the things that this business will teach you, is the importance of doing a better job at staying in touch with people and giving you a reason and more ways to stay in touch with people and form those and strengthen those relationships. Whether we ever do business or not, this is an opportunity for us to reconnect and build that relationship. And to me, that's a bigger win than whether or not we do business together.
Wow, that was for me. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that
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 was
is
for
a
me.
bigger win. Thank
Now
you, Coach.
I feel better about it.
Yes.
That was good for
Everybody,
sure.
uh,
let, let's go, family. Let's go have some fun. Let's
can
go
I add
build.
something, Coach?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. One thing I think that can help with anyone with that idea they are bothering people or they are reaching out only for business, just don't put yourself in the seller position. Put yourself in a friend, a family, someone who has a great experience with a company, a leader who just want to share. I don't check out, I don't reach out because I want to sell you something, because I am having a good experience and I know that I supposed to let you know.
That's so good. If y'all didn't catch
That's
that, she
good.
said,
That's
don't see
good. Thank you.
yourself as a salesperson in a sales position. See yourself as somebody who's having such a great experience. You can't help but reach out to somebody and share it with them because it might be a blessing to them. If something's blessing me, I want to bless everybody that I care about.
So true.
And I
Yeah.
want to do a better job at staying in touch with the people that I've lost touch with as well. So let's do both at the same time. Listen,
Mhm.
family, let's go out there and serve. Let's go out there and serve. Don't sell, just serve. Don't sell, just serve. Don't focus on what you can get. Focus on what you can give. And guess what? By just planting the seed, you might be blessing somebody's life. Whenever you see the success stories at the events, I want you all to also think somebody changed that person's life. Somebody changed that person's life by reaching out to them. Every success story you see on stage, I'm so grateful for my sponsor who's no longer in this business, but she changed my life because she didn't leave me off of her list. She could have let all kinds of things stop her from reaching out to me. Oh, he's already got a plan. Oh, he's too shy. Oh, he's going to think this. She didn't do any of that. She let me decide for myself, and it's changed my life. It's changed my son's life. I was 19 years old. She had no idea she was going to impact generations. I'm getting emotional. She's impacting generations. 25 years ago, she had no idea. She had no idea the impact of her reaching out to me and sharing a video with me would change my life, would change my son's life, would change the generations, would change my team members' lives. And look at the outbreak that's all about to happen because she was doing her 2 to 5 a day. What? She was doing her 2 to 5 for the day, no matter what. Let's go plant these seeds, build these orchards, and change these lives. Love y'all. ED
Amen.
equals.
Every
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 day.
day.
Every
What time
day.
is it?
Rain
Rain
time.
time.
Next stop for you and your power team.
Platinum.
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 Let's go.
Platinum. Have a great day,
Yes,
Platinum.
everybody.
let's go, y'all.
Have a
Thanks,
good day.
Coach. Love you guys. Bye. Have fun in
Bye.
Cali.
See ya.